Most people believe identity is created by personality or choices, but identity is often created by emotional patterns repeated over time. You don't just become what you think, you become what you repeatedly feel. Every human experiences emotions daily, but when certain emotions are repeated consistently, your brain begins to treat those emotions as part of who you are. If someone repeatedly feels rejected, they may begin to believe that they are unwanted. If someone repeatedly feels anxious, they may begin to believe that they are not safe in life. If someone repeatedly feels unappreciated, they may begin to believe that they are of no value. And over time, repeated emotional experiences slowly shapes self-identity. Think about how people describe themselves sometimes. They usually don't say, "I sometimes feel nervous." They almost always say, "I am nervous. I am a nervous person." They usually don't say, "I experienced failure." They say, "I failed. I am a failure." Now, the emotional experience will slowly transform into identity language. Your brain builds identity as a way to create stability and predictability. So if an emotional pattern happens repeatedly, your brain begins to assume that this is who you are and this is how life works for you. And once identity is formed, the brain protects it. It looks for situations that confirm it and avoids situations that challenge it. That is why it can feel very difficult to change identity. When emotional patterns becomes identity, they begin influencing decisions, habits, relationships, and goals. A person who feels emotionally unworthy may avoid opportunities, fear success, accept unhealthy relationships, even undervalue their abilities. And this is not because they consciously want it, but because their identity feels emotionally familiar. Identity is always not built from truth. It is often built from repeated emotional experiences. And this means that identity can be rewritten when emotional patterns change. You are not defined by emotions you repeatedly experienced in the past. You are influenced by them. They are learned patterns, not permanent definitions. As emotional patterns repeat, they slowly begin to shape who you believe you are. Not because you chose them, but because they became familiar. And over time, people don't realize something very important begins to happen. Instead of understanding their emotions, they start pushing them away. And instead of listening inward, they learn how to silence how they feel. But emotions don't disappear when ignored. They usually go quiet and then start to influence behavior from the background. And this raises a powerful question. Are you actually managing your emotions, or are you just suppressing them without realizing it? Because in the next episode, we are going to explore the difference between emotional awareness and emotional suppression, and how this difference quietly shapes decisions, relationships, and identity.